Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's lessons and learning and readings, lessons, learning, and readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, live to you from the United States. Welcome and thank you all for tuning in today for this sacred hour of spirit and connection and communication with spirit and your spirit team. Who and what is your spirit team? For those of you who are new to my sessions, just so you know, your spirit teams, I'm looking over here because I'm setting my banner up for you guys. Your spirit teams are made up of your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, including non-human animals who have crossed over, and all of the special guides and teachers from other realms and dimensions that are here to support you in your lifetime, in this lifetime. And every lifetime and incarnation that you will have a spirit team. I want to remind you all that you are a member of your spirit team. You are the member that is incarnated, that has free will, that all your spirit team is here to support. So make sure when you join us and you come in for these readings that you are present, you are engaged, and that you're not just sitting passively for readings, but that you're actually willing to take in the wisdom, answers, and guidance that comes in, not just maybe for you and your specific questions or desires for readings, but also that you guys are really engaged and you're present and you're listening, because guess what? Spirit knows who is on these lives and they know what you need to hear. So even if Spirit does not guide me to you today specifically, there will be information that come through other people's readings and questions and their answers that come through for them that are for you. Okay. So remember, you're the one here with free will. And when you do get wisdom, guidance, and readings, remember, there's going to be calls to action for you, even if it's only a change in your thinking or your feeling. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and set the example as always and set our ambiance. And for those of you who are new, I always repeat this. Please make sure to do the same. If you have your candles or your incense or your crystals or your music, and like me, I've got 3 drinks here today. I also have my cards. Make sure you guys set the stage for yourself for success. And I do this because, and then I'll say hi to everyone. For those of you who are new here, I do this because I want you all to get in this habit of doing this for yourself. When you're having a sacred time or your prayer, or your manifesting session, or your journaling session, or your communion with your spirit team, this is a great way for you to create sacred space for that. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and light our incense and say hi to everyone. I think we'll do patchouli again today. I love this, guys. Got this Ganeshi sticks. I'm going to set the ambiance with you. Let's see who we have here today. I'll say hi while I'm waiting for some more people to log on and setting the ambiance. Let's see. Mariana, welcome. Kristen, thanks for coming back today. Wendy, we have Casey, welcome. Christine Maris, hello. Katie Newkirk, good to see you. See, I'm going to keep scrolling down here. See if I don't say hi to you guys, I just have not seen your name. Once in a blue moon, there are names that don't pop up or they don't show up on my screen until I'm off. And if it's on one of my pages, then I can see you guys. If it is not on one of my pages and it's on Veronica's, I won't comment on it because I don't want to. Let's see, there we go. I wanted to add that one on there. I won't comment on it because I don't want to mess up Veronica's algorithms. So just so you know, but I do go back and look after to see who I missed. All right. So if I don't say hi to you, you can be sure I just really didn't see you. T-Lynn, welcome. Priest Digital Journal, hello. Tammy Finch, hey there. Angel, Donna, Carrie Russell, Paul Freed, hello again. Lisa. Let's see, Carrie. Who else do we have? Lacey, hello. Nice to meet you. Steve Welling, Donna, and Keith. Hello, guys. And Tanita, what a beautiful name. All right, let's get this this lit here for our ambiance. I'm going to get started with readings in a moment, but I do have Spirit's wisdom that I always say yes to. When I started doing these online readings with Veronica's page, Spirit said, before you get started in readings, please make sure that everybody takes a moment to pause, to have to wait for you to start reading so that they can start practicing getting in a frequency of receiving. And that means, guys, I've been a manifesting coach for 15 years now, and I can't even count how many people I've helped now. But one of the things was learning to be in a frequency of receiving. So even though you guys might not be here to manifest, you really kind of are here to manifest, because you're here to ask questions about things you want to transform or heal from or change or create, right? And, you know, Abraham Hicks has this amazing book, The Art of Allowing. Well, Spirit wants me to remind you guys that receiving mode, this is your Spirit message today. This is also my note to you today that I always remind you of, but Spirit wants me to remind you to be in a mode of receiving. Everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy. Even, you know, the first forms of manifestation are thought. And so when you guys get on here, I use this as an example, but Spirit wants me to remind you, when you get on and you're like, oh God, I've got to keep saying a card for me, a reading for me, I've got a question, and that's your focus, you miss so much. And that's true of every one of us because of our egoic veil. Spirit wants me to remind you, when you want to receive, when you want to heal, when you want to manifest love or abundance or health or joy or become an abundant manifester, you already are, by the way. All you have to do is receive. Everything you guys are wanting to manifest is already yours. If you're wanting to manifest something, the feeling that you're going to experience through that manifestation is actually already in your reality. Remember, all this happens outside of time and space. Did you know that you are in the quantum world 7.8 times a second? That's a fact. That is a quantum physics fact by scientists. I'm a science person, by the way. So science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. And I got that 7.8 times a second fact from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I use to help teach my mindset clients. So when you guys are on here, remember, it's not just about getting readings. It's not just about metaphysical. If you want to hear the difference between spiritual and metaphysical and how I got into sharing that here on Veronica's page, listen to yesterday's broadcast, okay? Because Spirit wants you guys to receive and wants you to know that you're already receiving. You just have to get out of your own way and allow. Okay. So when you get on this broadcast, I always stall a few minutes because I want you guys to go here to receive. Okay. And just know that everything's always working out for you in perfect timing. You have to trust that. And this is when miracles start to happen. Okay. All right. Suzanne Anderson, Amanda Quigley, good to see you again. And Melissa Mick. That's what I'm going to say. Harry Franklin, hello. Great to see you. All right. There you goes. Keith says, yep, here we go. All right. See here. I am going to scroll up here a little bit. I'm also going to try to get to some new people that I haven't seen before. Let's see. This is an interesting question. And I'm going to star you, Angel. Guys, I want to remind you also, while I get into readings, if I don't get you today, Veronica has amazing readers, the best I've ever seen on here every day of the week. she also has an amazing meditation that she does weekly. So make sure you get on here and find that. I've been encouraging people to get to Veronica's meditation because it's going to help teach you to shift your brain frequency and your nervous system and learn to quiet your mind and shift into your power. Okay, I really love that meditation. So make sure you guys find that on here. And even if you listen to her rebroadcast, it's amazing. Okay. So if I don't get to you today, don't worry. You can also find me on my Psychic Medium page. You guys can join my full moon readings coming up. I have all sorts of events, and I'm doing those free 20-minute discovery calls if you want a free assessment of the next 3 steps you guys need to do in your life, okay? Let's see. Paul says, we'll get to you, Angel. Angel, I starred you, okay? Hello, Larkin. This has been on my mind all day long. I need to ask this. Is there a storm coming this September? Or in October? Did you mean a storm coming for you, Paul? Is that what you mean? And what do you mean by storm? I'm checking your energy right now. Hey, Casey. Let's see here. All right. We need to talk about that. Lisa, guys, Spirit wants me to remind you, you guys are too caught up in the future. So Lisa, I'm going to try to get to you because you want to know about the future. And there's secret ways. They're not really secrets, but I see them as secret ways that you guys need to understand why you want to know about the future so much and how that's actually your ego wanting to know, because there is no real future and past. It is isolated to our egoic existence. And so I want to share with you when I get back to you, Lisa, this is something that my Awakening Your Intuition and coaching clients learn that I can not only go into so much here because these are live free readings. I honestly don't have the time. But Spirit wants me to make sure you guys understand your most powerful place is not in wanting to know the future. Your most powerful place is in wanting to know how to make a powerful choice in the now. It's being in the present, not knowing your future. The most powerful place to create your future, Lisa, is in the now. And that sounds crazy coming from a psychic reader. I mean, I can see the future. Yeah, but you know what, guys? It's not like that. That's not how it works. It comes actually from being in the now. So I'll try to get back to you and get into that. We have a limited time on here, and that's a huge topic. Let's see. The other thing, you, Tamer, I'm going to star you as well and try to get back to you here. I do past life regressions. I cannot do a whole past life regression on here. These are free online readings. That means Spirit wants those of us reading to get to as many people as possible, to offer comfort, connection through mediumship, and offer immediate guidance and direction. Okay, so if you want a past life regression, I would find someone that actually does a full past life regression for you. I can answer your past life questions, but it's more than just what can be done here on a these are supposed to be quick and they're short, and they really have their purpose. These free online readings are so important. But some of the questions you guys ask, actually, you need to find a reader you trust, save up the money and pay them for their time. Or you need to get on an online small group, less expensive paid reading, because honestly, some of those, if you want something more in depth, which not all of you need, that's what you're going to need to do. Okay, I don't do full past life regressions here. I can answer past life questions, but free online readings are short, they're to the point, and they're offered to offer immediate assistance or connection or validation. Okay, if you want something more in depth, you need to find someone you connect with and schedule an actual reading with them. This is what they do for a living. They deserve to be paid for their time. It's an energy exchange. It doesn't have to be me. I'm just telling you that's what you need to do. Okay, Tamer? I'll answer quick questions for you here, but I can't do the in-depth things here, even though I'd love to. All right. So Paul, I'm just looking to see for us. You mean just for everyone? Well, Paul, here's what I see as a whole going on. Okay. here's what I see as a whole. Hold on, I got to get my lips stuffed because my lips are dry. Here's what I see as a whole, my friends. The chaos that you experience in your life and that you're probably asking about as a storm, Paul, in general, maybe for the world, it's okay. Throughout history, the human ego, individual and collective, has always caused chaos. It's always caused storms. This is how we learn and grow. This is how we evolve, and it's okay. If there's storms and chaos in your personal life, it's okay. If there are storms and chaos in the world, it's okay. And from an egoic experience perspective, it stinks, right? It is scary. It is chaotic. But just like I spoke about yesterday, and Spirit is showing me again the image of the hurricane or the tornado, you have to stay still and you have to stay in the center. There will always be storms, Paul, always. And how much you get sucked into it and what you experience is going to depend on your perception. Remember Dr. Wayne Dyer? Spirit asked me to remind you. Dr. Wayne Dyer always said, as you change your perspective, as you change your perception, the things you look at will change, right? That's not how he said it, but that's what he meant. And so, there are storms brewing. There's not just one, there's all sorts of storms brewing because of the human collective ego that is made up of the individual ego. We are learning and evolving. And so the best thing for us to do is to continue raising our consciousness, which is why I'm even on here doing this. I'm on here maybe for a different reason than you think I'm on here. I'm on here to speak to your souls. I'm on here to connect you all to a higher consciousness, to help you remember who you are, to help you learn to make powerful choices. I'm actually not on here to help you get what you want, believe it or not. I'm on here to help you remember who you are so you can be authentic, so you can manifest authentically, not so you can escape struggle and suffering like you might really want. Why are you struggling and suffering? Why does anyone struggle and suffer? Spirit says. Spirit is telling you right now, channeled through me, you struggle and suffer because there's something you need to learn. And in that struggling and suffering is the opportunity for you to learn and grow and remember who you are and awaken consciously, period. And you spend your time wanting to escape the pain and the suffering. It's not about escaping it. It's about becoming aware of the choices you need to make and what you need to learn to rise above it. This is Spirit speaking through me now, guys. When I channel, I don't have to go to sleep or close my eyes. I just speak what Spirit is saying through me. This is the answer to your question, Paul, that Spirit wants me to share. Okay? This is a call of let's rise above. Let's get bigger. Let's rise beyond. Even whether it's the little things you guys are coming on here stressing about, it's the same thing. Everything is always working out for all of you all the time, whether you know it or not. You don't have to know it for that to be the truth. When you have something that it is not what is going on in your life that is causing your struggle and suffering, my friends. It is your resistance to it. And when you learn your lesson, the struggle and suffering dissipates. But trying to avoid the struggle and suffering is resistance. It just makes it worse. So you need to kind of do the opposite of what you guys think. And this is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, okay? Let's see. Wendy, have you heard of my Meet Your Spirit Guides event? It is $40. I literally hold space for your spirit guides to introduce themselves to you. You don't have one, you actually have 4, okay? If you would like, I'm going to give you a spirit guide reading today. If you would like to meet your spirit guides, Wendy, if you've already met them, if you want to know how many you have and you want them to introduce themselves to you personally on a new, deeper level, no matter what level you know them already, I would highly recommend joining and registering. I only take 10 people per month because I give you a lot of attention for 2 hours, okay? It was Spirit Guide's idea that I create a Meet Your Spirit Guides event. And during these 2 hours, you are going to literally have your spirit guides introduce themselves to you on whatever level you have not yet met them. You will leave that event knowing how to connect with them, how they connect with you, and what you need to do to strengthen your relationship with them. Okay? That is part of your message actually from the spirit guides today. I'm not trying to promote myself. I do encourage everyone to do this event. And if you go to my Psychic Medium page, posted and pinned at the top is a Spirit Guide Saturday event video that I did last December. It answers all your main questions about spirit guides. And then I would register ASAP if you want to meet them, because I only have 10 spots per month. Okay, and it's filling up, so I only have a few spots left. That is September 14th. And I made it a time zone. It's 11 a.m. EDT, so no matter what time zone you're in, you can join it. If you really want to learn to connect with your spirit guides and speak to them like you're speaking to me, I would register for that, okay? Because you have 4 spirit guides. You're not as consciously aware of all of them. You are aware of 2 of them. You try to distinguish whether it's your thoughts or whether it's them. And if it's them or if it's your angels, all those questions will be answered in the Meet Your Spirit Guides event. Any of you are welcome to join this. Okay. But it's life transforming, because your spirit guides aren't just there to answer your questions and tell you what you want to know, Wendy. Your spirit guides are actually there to guide you more deeply. Your spirit guides want you to know the difference between your own thoughts and when they're speaking to you. They want you to know the difference between your intuition and when they're speaking to you. Why? Because your intuition is going to match the guidance of your spirit guides. The biggest part of your soul, do you guys know what your intuition is? Your intuition is the voice of your soul that is your eternal self, versus your egoic mind, which is the voice you always hear chattering in your head. You have to learn to get still enough, which is why I encourage you to listen to Veronica's meditation each week. You have to learn to still your mind enough you can hear your intuition, and for your intuition to become louder than your egoic voice, because your intuition will always match what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Okay. And it's very important you learn to hear that. I mean, mine have saved my life, literally. Okay. Hi, Nettie. I see you. I'm going to star you and try to get to you. Okay. So, Wendy, what I want you to do is I want you to start trusting the very first message and instinct that comes in, your first intuition. That is your intuition. That is your spirit guides. If you wait more than a second, that's your egoic mind starting to come in. Okay. When it is a soft, kind, repetitive message, that's your spirit guides. Okay. And they want to get to know you more. So spend some more time in silence, spend some more time setting aside specifically to work with your spirit guides. Okay. Begin to really trust that it's them. This is their message to you today. Because until you start to really recognize it's them, whether you know it or not, that's more important than the practical life questions that you have. They want you to learn to connect with them very practically so that they can guide you throughout your day and help keep you safe. Okay. When we get off of here today, you're going to have a stronger connection to them now. So you just need to start really trusting that. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you'll join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event. It's absolutely amazing. And I think you will really love it. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, guys. I see you, Nettie. I see you, Maryline. You're welcome, guys. If I don't get you to you today, let's see. I will, there are amazing readers on here, and I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can, guys, which is why I'm trying to do short, quick readings so I can get to everyone. Okay. So again, guys, I am not putting this down or criticizing this, but I am bringing this to your attention. most of the questions I'm seeing today, which are super fun for me, are psychic reading questions. They're questions that you guys want me to give you an answer that is going to predict the future. Okay. This is what I do. I see you, Davy Jones. You're wanting another reading from your dad. I see that. Okay. We'll try to get to you. I'm starring you guys. If I don't get to you, again, don't forget, Veronica has amazing readers on here. You can find me on my Psychic Medium page. I do other free live readings all week, and I have small group readings that are less expensive. If you guys want something really in depth, like you really want to talk to your loved ones in spirit, or you really want to go in depth about what's going on, schedule a reading with someone or get in a small group, less expensive reading, because any of the paid readings are going to be more in depth than what you get online here. Okay. And you guys really need to take what we're telling you, what I'm telling you today, and do something with it. Don't just listen and go on to the next reader. Really do something with it, because otherwise you're just going to keep getting the same answers from readers. Okay. Until you do it. Hi, Lisa Joe. Welcome. I can't wait to see you in the Awakening Your Intuition group. I sent you the link. So will my family accept my guy and baby? We are from different backgrounds. Will my situation get better? Okay, so I love this question. And I love this question because Spirit wants me to use these questions where you guys are, and it's going to sound like I'm scolding you guys, but this is Spirit really trying to make a breakthrough, and they use me to do it. Okay. I do not just want to do the old-fashioned psychic readings. I want you guys to go deeper than wanting to know your future. Okay. Your reality does not end with you knowing what's going to happen. That is not what's going to empower you, right? So we get nervous. We want to know what's going to happen in the future. Why do we want to know what's going to happen in the future? Because it reduces our anxiety. It makes us relax. It makes us calm down. But my question from Spirit to you is, for how long? Not very long. Until the next time you're nervous and you want to know what's going to happen in the future. And I have people say to me every day, I just can't relax until I know what's going to happen. I can't calm down, feel secure until I know what's going to happen. It sounds like I'm being really witchy right now and I'm criticizing you guys, and I'm not. I want you guys to understand that Spirit is ready for you on this planet as human beings to evolve beyond your ego. It is your egoic self and mine as Larkin that wants to know what is going to happen in order for us to feel secure. Do you understand that, Anne? I'm using you as an example. You're not the only one. I see almost everybody on here wants to know what's going to happen. Are things going to be okay? That's natural for our egoic selves. But Spirit wants you to fly higher than that. Do you understand that you're putting a condition on yourself? You are putting a condition that in order for you to feel secure and happy and have things the way your ego wants them to be, that your family has to accept your guy and your baby, and that your situation will get better. Okay, I'm breaking this down for you because I want to empower you here. Okay, I'm not criticizing you. Spirit wants me to break this down for all of you right now. And you are a perfect example, Anne. Okay, so I'm going to answer your question, but at the same time, Spirit wants me to teach you a new way to ask a question, a new question to ask. And this is very empowering, so I hope you take this to heart. Okay. First of all, yes, your family will accept your guy and your baby, but it's going to be a process. There are internal beliefs, which are repeated thoughts and changes and fears that they have to go through, but they're going to do it more quickly than you think. Okay. They're going to integrate. They're going to have some resistance, and you need to just roll with it. Okay. This is what Spirit is showing me. Now, the thing though that Spirit wants you to do is Spirit wants you to, hi Eva, hey Tanya, welcome. What Spirit wants you to do, and again guys, these are free online readings, so I'm going to be brief. If you want something more in depth, schedule something more in depth with someone that's private or small group. This is the kind of stuff I do with my coaching clients, and I would love to go on with you, Anne, for hours. But I can't because I've got so many people waiting to hear from Spirit. Okay. So take this advice very succinctly. All right. The quicker you can get present and get out of needing to know the future, the better the future is going to be. I'm going to repeat that again. It's coming right through spirit. They're doing a beautiful job of trying to explain this, okay? The quicker you can get present and take your focus off of the conditions that you want or need it to be in order for things to be the way you think you want them to be, and you can instead be present, that means let go of the outcome, set the intention, but let go of the outcome, the more quickly things will pan out smoothly for you. Okay. So actually the quickest way to manifest the things that we want, the circumstances, they're going to feel the best to us, that are going to be the most joyful, abundant, peaceful, is to stop having conditions for how we want them to be in the future and to accept how they are now. Because when you accept how something is now, guess what? What you're creating in the future is what you're doing right now. You guys might not know that. Now is the most powerful place to manifest. So don't manifest in the now. Oh my God, I hope they're going to accept him. I hope everything's okay. Because that means in the future, you're going to be going, oh my gosh, I hope this and that. I hope something happens. You don't want to be hoping anymore. You don't want to be wishing anymore. You don't want to be needing things to be a certain way and make you nervous. You want to be, wow, I'm so grateful for exactly how things are. And when you do that, that future reality you want is going to shift. Now, they just gave me a recipe to give you. Okay, so I really want you to use it. All right? All right, take that, use it, and keep me posted. Mwah! You'll be fine. All right, now, let's see. I love this. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate the message and reminder to do something with your readings. Yes! Hallelujah! Thank you. This is why I do readings. This is what Spirit is trying to get me to share with all of you. You can't just sit there and wait to be told what's going to happen. As a psychic medium, you may think that's just all I want to do, but it's not about that. Sure, I can see the future, but that's not what it's about, guys. The future is not set in stone. You could shift something tomorrow and shift that, okay? The power is in your hands, and it's time you guys become aware of that. So thank you, Carrie. I'm glad that's getting through here. All right. Hi, Ward. Welcome. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm going to roll today. I see you, Leonard. Again, guys, don't fret if I don't get to you. Veronica's got amazing readers. I'm trying to get to everyone. And don't forget, I'm on almost every day on my own page if you want to find me on my Psychic Medium page, okay? All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to do this quick, guys. I'm not spending a lot of time on these because I want to get to a lot of people. Davy Jones, I believe we connected with your dad in the past a few weeks ago. It was maybe about 6 or 8 weeks ago. And so yes, I can. And we have connected with him. I don't remember which video that was. Hopefully you remember that connection. Let's see here. He wants you to connect with him more. He wants you to be able to sense and know that he's there. And I remember that came through last time as well, because Spirit wants you to know, our loved ones want you to know they're there. And with him, he wants you to understand too that not only is he still with you, but you're actually still with him. In other words, the greater part of your conscious soul is still with him. It's on the other side, right? Because we're that eternal soul in heaven before we're even born. So you guys are still together. And I'm seeing you guys do a lot of things together. I don't know if you're aware of, I don't want to call them dreams, but what you do in the astral plane, Davy, you and your dad actually spend time together every night in the astral plane. He gives you guidance. He gives you wisdom. He gives you validation. As far as like a soul family goes, you guys are like, they're like buddies. And you really support one another. And he is going to stay there with you. Okay. But keep talking to him. Make it stronger. Don't worry about what anybody else says or thinks about any of that. You have the connection, and he speaks through you a lot. He speaks through you a lot as well in your own thoughts. When you're like, you know what? I think it should be this way. I'm going to do that. He's like right there supporting you. Okay. So this is really beautiful. I love your connection. And what I see is that it's going to get stronger. I would also recommend that you start maybe setting your timer when you're sleeping, like for the morning, set an alarm super early. Or if you find yourself like kind of half awake, keep a journal by your bed. Jot what you remember right away so that you can actually start having some clear memories of these astral visits with your dad. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, let's see here. All right, I've got you starred, Lisa Lancome. Let's see here. Let's see, Christine Moraes. Okay, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your beautiful name right. How will meditation help guide and calm me and balance me from day to day? What a great question. Again, guys, I am super thorough, which is why I talk way faster than usual when I'm on here, because spirit comes through so fast and I'm trying to get things out. First of all, this is more than I can answer here in this live. Again, guys, I'm not putting down free online readings. This is my favorite thing. I freaking love doing these. But I'm just being honest. There's a whole layer of things to understand in order for me or spirit to answer that question. For instance, I would ask you, what types of meditation are you doing? I would want to sit down and analyze what type of meditation are you doing? And the reason is because I am sort of skeptical of the term meditation nowadays. I know that Veronica Jenkins has an online meditation she does on here every week. She is amazing. She is authentic. It will help you if you do it repeatedly. It is a true meditation. I would definitely get on with her. Okay. It can help your nervous system to calm down. It can help your brain waves, which is connected to your nervous system, to calm down. It helps you to take a break from thinking and overthinking. So it helps to break that habit of overthinking. It helps you to connect to your cosmic memory. It helps you become present and still and in the now. When all of those things I just described happen, Christine, true and authentic meditation, not all these fads and methods that are being taught and called meditation that I do not believe are meditation. True meditation is not guided meditation. It is not these recorded. Guided meditation is different. It's wonderful. It's not the same thing. True meditation is actually being consciously awake while you are not thinking. And it is amazing. I got my transcendental meditation mantra for my 4th birthday, and it changed my life. That's not the only form you can do. Okay, there's lots of different forms. And again, I would start with Veronica's weekly meditation on here. Okay. Everyone can do meditation. So when people say, I can't do it, I can't sit that long, you don't have to. You should start with a very short amount of time, a few seconds or 5 minutes. And I run my coaching clients through all of that. I obviously don't have time to do that here, but the the slowing of the nervous system and of the brain wave frequencies and of helping you to get present, helping break the cycle of, habitual thought. All of that helps your health, your well-being, your inspiration, your intuition, everything in your life. Okay. Your conscious awakening. So I would start with Veronica's and really get present. I would get The Power of Now and Stillness Speaks from Eckhart Tolle. That's a book I give my clients because it teaches you really how to be still and how to be present. But true meditation takes you to being present. It takes you to being consciously aware without your cognitive thought. And that's very hard for us to imagine, but it's amazing. Okay. If you want to know more about that, again, I would get on Veronica's group or in Veronica's meditation, ask her more about it, ask for her guidance and advice. I also, guys, I offer the 5 free 20-minute discovery calls where I find out what it is you're wanting. And I give you a 3-step plan. That might be something I can offer you in a program or plan I have. It might be someone else, but you leave there with 3 steps of what you need to do next. If you want one of those, I only do 5 a week because they're free and that's all I can afford to do. You have to message me at larkinsreadings.com. But I would start with Veronica's meditation. Okay. It's a wonderful, wonderful question. All right. Let's see here, guys. gonna unstar that, unstar this. Hold on. I'm trying to get, okay, good. I still have 20 minutes. Yay. Okay. Let's see here. Susan Ross, you said something meaningful. While I'm scrolling up, I'm just going to say, first of all, everything that comes through spirit is meaningful. There is nothing that would come through here that is not meaningful. And whether your ego agrees with that or not is a whole nother story. But you need to stop second guessing yourself, Susan. That is the big thing that comes up right now that your spirit guides are bringing to the surface is you don't fully trust yourself, and you need to really tap in and trust yourself. Okay. That's very important for you to do right now. And when you do this, first time for this for me, Paul. Okay. When you do this, it's going to change your life because it's going to change your entire perspective. Okay. So focus on that. Take action. Okay. Make some powerful choices in regards to trusting yourself and practice a little bit at a time. Okay. All right. Let's see. Tanita, would love a message from my boyfriend in spirit, please. Let's see here. So, Tanita, first of all, he says you're actually doing a really good job transitioning and redirecting your life. You're doing a really good job transitioning, and he's very proud of you. He wants to share with you, Tanita, that there's a much bigger picture going on. And now that he is fully back on the other side, outside of time and space, it's very obvious to him that, although it appeared that you guys were here to be together, we choose when we come and go. And he honestly did not he didn't know he was going to be leaving this world, right? He thought you guys were going to have this long time future together. But what he wants you to know is that there's so much coming for you in your life. There is so many amazing things, and that he departed exactly when his free will and his soul had chosen to, and that there's a whole nother, I don't want to really call it plan because our ego gets caught up in plan. There's a whole nother reality going on for you. Okay. And there's a whole nother future happening for you. All right. So he says you're doing a good job, and he really wants you to focus on that. Keep going. He says just one step at a time. Okay. One step at a time, he says, is really important. And you're going to get there. And he sees, like, in the next 2 to 3 years, he said all sorts of things are going to start coming together for you for your life. There's going to be a whole new level of abundance. He says there's going to be a whole new level, and that includes love, right? So financial security, love. He sees traveling. He sees learning, discovering so many things, and a really coming of self-love for yourself. That's what he's showing me. All right. So, Tanita, when we get off of here, you're going to have a much stronger connection to him now. Okay. In spirit. Please know that you had a soul connection before. You can ask him anything, anytime. He says, when you start to tear up or feel emotional, that's him in your energy field. When you start to feel kind of tingly or a warm feeling, that's him. So he really tries to come through clairsentience, and just this feeling of just really being loved and joyful. Please know that he is present with you. Keep talking to him, and he's like, everything is going to be beautiful for you. You're going to have a beautiful life. Okay. I love this. Thank you for letting me read for you. Let's see here, guys. Suzanne, I want to quick say this. I want to get to you, Steve. Yours is a much longer question. I want to quick say this. There is no best incense to help with meditation. You have to choose what resonates with you, and you have to trust yourself. So when you smell you smell one, you're like, oh, that's it. Get a few different kinds like I do. Try a few different ones. I have like 15 different types, and at different times, I want like different ones, right? So there really is no best one. I love in general sandalwood. I always have sandalwood because it's so ancient, but different ones will trigger different things for you. Okay. So trust yourself. A lot of messages that come through for you, Suzanne, are always about trusting yourself. So this is a small practice for that. Okay. Okay. Just a storm on earth. Paul, I know what you meant, and I hope I answered your question. All right. Starring you too, Katie. Okay, I still have 15 minutes. Don't forget, if I don't get to you today and you want to connect with me, you can like my Psychic Medium page. I have like 5 other events happening this month. I have mindset coaching. I have an Awakening Your Intuition program where I help teach you to do this. Trust your own intuition. I have full moon readings. I have Meet Your Spirit guides. And Veronica has amazing readers every day of the week. So you guys are not going to be left behind. This is again, Steve, I could spend an hour with you on this question. So as I tune into spirit, I'm going to try to interpret what they're sharing briefly. This is something they're trying to help me do so I can get to a lot more people. Where am I going as far as my spiritual work? So I'm going to sort of tip the boat over and break the mold for you for a minute. Okay. The idea of spiritual work is an egoic thing. That's the ego. Okay. Your whole life is your spiritual work. Your whole life is your spiritual work. And the more you embrace being humble and trusting yourself and following your bliss, the more pure and the more authentic it's going to be. Okay. I emphasize this, and spirit emphasizes this because there is our true spiritual connection and spirituality. And then there are all these man-made fake labels that aren't even spiritual at all. You can be in any religion in the world. Excuse me, I've been in the dust and horse stalls all day. You can be the most truly authentically spiritual person in the world in any religion. And it's about your connection. Okay? It's about your connection. And you can be an atheist and you can be more spiritual than someone that is religious. So our spiritual path is personally our own, and it is never tied to anything intellectual that we do. You might not believe that, and beliefs are just repeated thoughts, but this is the truth. And this is what spirit tries to have me remind people constantly. Do not, Bruce Lee once said, and I don't remember how the quote was correctly, but he's basically like, if you get too caught up in the finger that's pointing to the moon, you're going to miss the moon because you're looking at the finger trying to see where the moon is. Okay, your spiritual path, and this is they're telling me your next level of discoveries. I have 2 spirit guides around you very strongly trying to emphasize this. And they say they've been trying to emphasize this for you. You're trying too hard to intellectually define and understand your spiritual path. Your spiritual path cannot be conceptualized. It cannot be understood. So when you're saying, where am I going? There is no where are you going. In your true spiritual path, if that's what we want to call it, you are your spiritual path. Your life is your spiritual path. A spiritual path is not this beautifully laid out, now I'm going to serve this people, and now I'm going to learn this. And I'm not saying that's what you say, but this is the example spirits are giving me. Okay. Your spiritual path is going to be driven from your core authentic self. So here's what your spirit guides ask me to remind you. And this is what I do with all of my students and clients. Turn the question back on you, Steve, and listen to this broadcast again. Okay. Your spiritual path, they're like, where are you going in your spiritual path? Spirit says to you, who are you? Who are you really? Do you remember, Steve, who you are as a soul? Do you remember, Steve, your cosmic memory? Do you remember who you are as the eternal being? You don't need to remember your past lives or your Akashic records. You don't even need to know who your angels or spirit guides are to remember who you are. It's a feeling. It's a knowing. Can you identify the observer behind your thoughts, as Eckhart Tolle says? That's the eternal, authentic you. The egoic version of you that is asking, where am I going as far as my spiritual work? That's not you. That's your ego in this temporary mind wanting to define it and label it and look at it. Your true spiritual path doesn't need to do that, because you are your path. Just like we manifest who and what we are, your spiritual path is an eternal trip of evolution. So if you want to get there, learn to be present. Now, you might not like my answer and you may not take this advice, but this is what Spirit is saying. And you can be sure that Spirit's true and authentic advice is going to be boring. It's probably going to be like, what? And it's not going to be what your egoic mind expects. And here's what your spirit guides are telling me. Find a way, Steve, to learn to get present. Understand what it means to be in the now. That means outside of time and space. Get to know who the observer behind your thoughts are and be able to answer that question, which you will never be able to put into words. Okay? Be able to let go of the concept of spiritual work, because that is a human concept. You right now are in fourth chakra. You're in your heart level chakra. You're in the fourth dimension. This is what they're showing me. To answer your question, you're going to need to break through to fifth chakra, fifth dimension. To do that, you have to learn to be still, quiet, and present. This is what they say. That is your answer. Go back and listen to this. Okay? You got this. I'm very excited to see what you do with this answer. All right. Let's see here. Katie, I'm going to try to get to you. I have 9 minutes. Thank you, Steve, for letting me read for you. That was a fun question. Those are the kind of questions that my Awakening Your Intuition and Mindset clients ask, and we go on for hours about it. It's so fun. All right. Tanya, everybody, let me know if that helps. I'm really speeding through these today because Spirit is like, go, 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 go. Get to as many people as you can. Help them. Guide them. Give them validation and confirmation and connection. So that's what I'm doing. Larkin, can you tell me what is the best instance? We did that one. Sorry. I still had you start. Okay. Katie, what do you want to know, Katie? What's up? Your energy and the things that you're asking about. And guys, if I don't get back to you, I'm so sorry. There's so many messages on here. Angel, just chill. You don't need to be sick. Just hang in there and chill, okay? Davey, I'm glad you liked the read. Okay. Wendy, yes. You'll focus on that. Okay. I'm just seeing your responses here. So Katie, I'm just waiting for your response here. I'm looking down to see. You've got a lot of spiritual work going on. You're welcome, Ann Williams. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to get to Angel, and Eva today. I'm working on it, guys. I got 7 minutes. Don't forget, if I don't get to you today, Veronica has amazing readings. You are never readers. You're never left out by Spirit. I'm just going where it's guiding me. If you want to work more with me, you can connect me on my Psychic Medium page. I have stuff I do almost every day, okay? Let's see. Katie, so you have, let's see. Samantha, yes, you will find a partner. You guys can see I'm bouncing around. I'm doing this very quick because I'm almost out of time. Let's see here. Yes, Keith, KJ Jones, the baby is still with you, but not as a baby. Come back so I can do a longer reading sometime with you, okay? Absolutely. Those souls are always with you. All right. So, Katie, what I'm seeing, there's so many people on here, guys. I'm just trying to get through everybody quick. Scrolling down to see if Katie responded to me here. Let's see. Yes, Tanya, you'll remember one day if you dream. Thank you, Paul. See you. Why am I messaging people? That's weird. Okay, Katie, I'm just scrolling down to see if you're here. You're welcome. Kim Davis, hello. I'm just looking to see if you're still here. Hi, Casey. Yes, breathe. Thank you for letting me know what happens, Keith. Where are you? Are you still on here, Katie? Maybe you're not on here anymore. I don't want to waste time here. I want to make sure I get to people. Okay, good. Guys, don't forget, I have full moon readings. I have small group readings for a less price. If you want to schedule a reading with me or a reader you trust for something more private and in-depth, please do that. All right, so let's do this here since I don't see Katie here. Kim Davis. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Michelle. You're in fourth. You're going back and forth. You're in fourth dimension right now, Michelle. But we'll talk about that on your coaching session too. We'll get more into that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to scroll back up here because I don't see Katie. Hopefully she'll come back next week and we'll get to her. Let's see. I only got 5 minutes. Darn, I only got 5 minutes. Let's see. Will the man after my heart be able to overcome what he's going through and be forever with me? Okay. Well, first of all, I love your beautiful question, and I feel for you. Matters of the heart can be very painful and very stressful. But remember, everything is the meaning that we give to it. Okay. Eva, let's see. When you say the man after my heart, not sure exactly what you mean by the man after my heart. Let's see here. Hi, Jenny. I'm probably not going to have time to get to you today. I will try. Let's see. Are you still here, Eva? Let me know if you're still here, please. So I've only got 4 minutes left. I'm trying to get to you. You are. Good. Okay. What do you mean by the man after my heart? I think here's the advice that Spirit is giving me, okay, for you right now. All right. And it all really goes back to being present. Okay. And when we are, because here's what I'm seeing energetically. Okay. I'm seeing energetically that you are leaning in so far that if you continue leaning, when the lean isn't mutual, because you both need to be straight like this side by side. And I'm not saying, Spirit is not saying don't be there for someone when they're going through a hard time, but your energy is leaning. It's leaning in a way in that you're in a place of giving your power away and disempowering yourself, because there's this want for this relationship so much. Okay. What I see is that in order for his frequency and energy to be the right match for yours, because forever is not really a word that is probably a good way to use here, because you already are connected forever, literally forever, okay, as souls. And that's one of the reasons you feel such a strong connection to him, is because of that soul connection. There's nothing that matches a soul connection. There is no regular attraction that can match a soul connection. Okay. And so that is making this even more difficult for you. So know that the soul connection will always be there. Okay. And that's one of the things making this so difficult. But frequency wise, as a person, you need to stand straight. And your two spirit guides standing right behind you, they're both going like this. They're trying to get you to stand straight in your center, not in his. And they're showing me that energetically you're wanting this so badly. You're actually standing in his center and you're leaning, which means if he moves, you're going to fall over. Okay. So for his energy to really be drawn and matched to yours, you must stand in your center. You must be the version of you that the relationship you want will create. And he has some work he has to do. So this isn't going to happen immediately. There is the potential for it to turn around, but I wouldn't bet on it for an immediate future. Okay. However, here's the thing. If you stand in your center, your spirit guides are trying to tell you you're going to get not only what you want, but better than what you want. If you just stop, if you just get out of his lane and stay centered in yours. Spirit guides are telling me, your spirit guides, get out of his lane, stand in your center in yours. And not only will you have the relationship you want, even if it may not be with him, right now you pegged him as being the one that can make that relationship you want happen. That's not true. You can allow that relationship that you dream of and more to happen with the right match, whoever that is, if you stay in your center, in your power. Okay. Spirit doesn't tell us, guys, necessarily what we want to hear. It tells us what we need to do to align with what it is we're envisioning and desiring. Okay. So please take that to heart. This comes right from your two spirit guides. They love you so much and they're there with you. Okay. My friends, I just noticed I'm over time. So I'm going to have to log off because this is Veronica's page. Please know Veronica has amazing readers all week. If you want to connect further with me, I will be back on here at the same time, Monday and Tuesday every week. Also, I have my own page. If you want to connect with me on my Facebook page, I do free live readings and I have low cost paid events and things I have happening all the time. If you're interested in that free 20-minute discovery call, it is not a free reading. It is not a free coaching session. It is a discovery assessment call where I will give you what you need to do, the next 3 steps that you need to head in the direction that you're wanting in your life. Okay, it's 20 minutes and you have to message me at larkinsreadings.com. Okay, serious inquiries only, guys. People really wanting to create or learn or grow or transform in their life. Okay, thank you for joining me. Thank you to Veronica for having me. I'll see you all soon. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye, everyone.